What is courage anyway? Hi, this is Carma Spence, the Own Your Awesome mentor. Now, you may have heard my thoughts on the subject, and I will include links in the accompanying blog post to where I've talked about courage before. But over the next few videos, I'm going to be talking with author Emily Ann Peterson about her ideas of courage, and they're kind of interesting. In 2013, Emily Ann Peterson was diagnosed with a degenerative neurological hand tremor, which forever altered her two-decade livelihood as a cellist and cello teacher. Refusing to lose her life's love of expression, she knew she'd have to be brave. In an act of neurological defiance, she expanded into wider mediums and broke through her creative glass ceiling. Her book, Bare Naked Bravery: How to Be Creatively Courageous, helps people from all walks of life understand what bravery really is. Emily writes for people who struggle to remember what hope feels like and sings to those who yearn for something secret. She speaks to those who are done being bored and crave all things beautiful, strong, sacred, and sensual. Her goal is to inspire a global resonance and magnanimous community through the marriage of art and whole person development. Welcome, Emily, to Weekday Wisdom.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited about this.
Well, I did get a copy of your book. I haven't read it yet, but it is on my list of things to read. I have perused it to help me come up with the questions for today. And my first question is, how do you define courage?
Well, that was what got me to writing this book, because I kept asking and nobody really had an answer, or an answer that was satisfactory for me. Brené Brown talks a lot about courage and wholeheartedness, but there was no this is it and this is how you do it. That's what I was looking for. So one of the ways that I describe courage and bravery, because they're synonyms, is that courage is the usage of fear that you have, not necessarily the avoidance of, nor the denial of fear, but it is using your fear. And you have to do it in a sensitive, imaginative, and improvisational kind of way, which implies that you're utilizing your surroundings and listening to the things, people, places that you're around before you take that step.
Right.
So it's the smart usage of fear.
That's a good way of putting it, because I've said this in other videos, is that there is no courage without fear. If you're not afraid, you're not being courageous.
Right. It's totally true.
Yeah.
It's totally true.
So why add creativity to the mix? Why creatively courageous?
Well, that's part of the looking at your surroundings and utilizing your limitations and utilizing your fears rather than just barreling through them like a steamroller. I think a lot of people see and hear the word bravery or courage and they think, oh, that just means I have to suck it up and do it anyways. But that's not what we're talking about. Creative courage might be okay, so I, as a musician, I'm a singer-songwriter, and I'm frequently hoisting my gear through weird scenarios. So one scary might be dark alley. You have to unload your gear at the back of the music venue. It might be a courageous thing for me to do that by myself, but it's also an equally courageous thing to ask for help from the sound guy to help me load my car, if that makes sense.
It does.
So it's just you're utilizing all of your limitations to make choices that maybe not everyone would make.
So it sounds like in that sort of scenario, part of the bravery is asking for help.
Yeah.
Because some people are afraid to ask for help.
But also part of the bravery is acknowledging that you don't feel comfortable doing it by yourself. And that it's not a smart thing to possibly do it by yourself.
Right.
Which is the error that the bulk of our Americanness, we suck it up and we do it anyways, and that's not, in a lot of scenarios, that's not the wise decision.
Right.
You get to the end of that decision, you think, wow, that could have gone really wrong.
Yes. And it could have made it on World's Funniest Videos.
Right, exactly. Or I could have died, or all sorts of things could have happened. That's part of bravery, is utilizing your intuition to access and basically tap into the part of you that says, hey, You're a white female single lady in the middle of a downtown environment and you're walking down a dark alley all by yourself.
Mm,
This is probably not a great idea,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You need to go inside the venue and find the nearest, safest person
Right. That makes
and
sense.
ask for help.
That
Right.
makes sense.
So, and that's a creative solution for lugging your gear down a dark alley to go to your parked car.
Right, right. I mean, I've been in similar situations because I used to live alone and it
Hmm.
wasn't in the best area. And so
Yeah.
sometimes I didn't have the option of having somebody there to protect me. So what I would do is project a larger me.
Yeah,
And that's another way. It's not the best
exactly.
way, but it does
Well, and
deter people.
when you don't have those other options, like go back in the venue to ask for help, utilizing your energetic creativity to project yourself as a bigger, scarier, bitchier kind of person, then that's equally creative and equally courageous as well.
Right. I never thought of it that way.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things that I discovered about bravery is that a lot of times when people have read my book, they go back and they go, "Oh, wow, I am brave. Like I
Hmm.
really have been brave this whole time. All of those things that I thought were me just giving in actually was me utilizing my surroundings in the best way possible."
Right. Very good. So, what are the three forms of bravery in a nutshell? We'll get to the answer of that question in the next video. In the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is Carma Spence, the Own Your Awesome Mentor. And if you like this video, please go over to YouTube and give it a thumbs up and let me know in a comment below. If you have questions for an upcoming video, please let me know also in a comment below. And remember, don't box yourself in. Spread your wings and fly because you, yes, you, are capable of more than you know.